We be live. Hello, Durud and Shalom.
Welcome back, everybody. We have some massive developments that are happening to defang the Islamic Republic of Iran. Its proxies are under massive attack in both Lebanon and Iraq. We're going to get into that for you guys because a coup might have just happened in Iraq where the actual current acting government went ahead and completely took out all the politicians, all the corrupt politicians and generals that may have been in the last government that were loyal to the Islamic Republic of Iran under the charges of corruption, which is also true. In addition to that, one of the major strongholds of Lebanon is about to be blown up into the sky, even though it's underground, because the IDF has issued warnings to everyone in southern Lebanon and northern Israel that there will be a massive explosion coming in the couple hours soon to be, because they will be completely packing this entire underground structure chock full of explosives and detonating it probably in the next 60 minutes or so. I can't wait to show you guys and tell you what this means. We also have inflation reports for the Islamic Republic of Iran, this economy. Last night, as we predicted, Kuwait and Bahrain were hit multiple times, actually. They came under several different rounds of attacks. And let's see. Let's get into it. Yes, of course, the main show that you guys all want to know. What's happening between the IRGC and the United States? We're going to get into that because some people think that the talks are now canceled completely. And some people think that maybe we're going back into the same show that we've been always seeing. So let's get into it. I think first we should start with the United States and the IRGC. So let's go here and bring this up. All right, today the talks have almost collapsed, and so if we take a look at the Strait of Hormuz here, we can actually see that there's two routes. Okay, so the southern one, guys, right here on the Omani coast, is the Omani U.S. corridor. The northern one is the IRGC corridor. A lot of ships have been using the southern one. They've been coordinating with Oman and the United States. And they actually come right about here, off the coast here, and they wait in line. And then the United States comes and sends a couple ships and escorts them through. After another ship got hit yesterday, the US was like, I've had enough. And by that, they mean I'm just going to hit the same old sites that I've hit multiple times before. And at this point, people are really raising questions as to the capabilities of the United States' intelligence gathering, because how come you're hitting the same target over and over and over again? It makes no sense. Some people have went in and shared this information saying that US CENTCOM struck a communications tower at a Syrian base that they've already hit before. They've hit the same thing a month earlier. And when the United States Navy was called out on this, their answer was that, well, the Islamic Republic rebuilt this infrastructure. And people are like, well, like, why didn't you hit it before? Like, why didn't you make sure they couldn't have done this before? Like, why are you just letting them rebuild all this? And why didn't you hit it during the war? And how fast could they possibly build a communications tower again in a couple of weeks? Like, there's some things that are a bit unclear at the moment to what's going on here. But after the United States hammered Sirik and Bandar Abbas and Kashmir Island, the IRGC Navy, or what's left of it, came out with a statement. And it's in Farsi here. It's a very short statement, but a very interesting one. America's indiscriminate strikes on Sirik do not solve the mystery of our dominance over the strait, but the strikes against violators serve as a clear reminder to the remaining vessels of the safe route for passage. They're basically completely admitting that, yes, we are hitting ships because they're taking the other route. We want them to take our route. And the best part, as for the American bases in the region, that is a separate matter. They will experience hell in the coming days. Oh, will they, IRGC Navy? I didn't know that. They will experience hell, huh? Real strange. Real strange. I don't know there was much of an IRGC Navy left for them to be making such bold claims.
The Islamic Republic is also very pissed with Oman right now. Did you know that? They're like really
They
pissed.
are. You know what I think the Omanis did was Ghalibaf came and visited them, and the Omanis are like, yes, yes, Ghalibaf, we're with you. We're with you. And then as soon as Ghalibaf leaves, they're like, okay, okay. Oof, thank God. All right, America. What's the plan? What do we do? Anything you say. They're just trying to stay out of it as much as they can.
The Omanis are now working with the Americans in having the southern path work out for the ships, and the Islamic Republic is really annoyed. This is why they're shooting at the ships that are going through the southern lane.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And here's one interesting thing that happened as a result of that shooting. So they shot, the U.S. responded, and then the Persian Gulf countries got hit. What's interesting is that Bahrain, Kuwait, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, and even Qatar, they all came out and they gave statements saying that we condemn the strikes of the IRGC, and they all did at the same time, which is a political message saying that we're all on the same side. All of us Persian Gulf countries, we're on the same page about this, at least, or so it appears. And that comes after Marco Rubio's visit. So how does that leave the negotiations between the Islamic Republic and and the United States? So a lot of people have been reporting talks are off. That's it. It's done. Trump's had it.
No.
His patience is run thin. 2CTV said, negotiations are completely canceled. Incoming strikes are probably imminent. However, we think that they're definitely going to go back to the talking table. This is, remember, the whole, and they're like sources like Axios are reporting that, nope, they're going to meet again in the next couple of days. And I mean, even if they didn't report that, I think that was where I was thinking they were going to go to anyway, because this is the agreement that they've made. Why would this change it?
So as soon as I should take some credit for this. As soon as it was announced that the meetings have been canceled, I'm like, meh. They're speaking as there's back channels, they're speaking for sure, back channels they're speaking, and then the news came out. They're speaking in the back channels, exactly as I said it in the previous stream. I mentioned it, and it came out minutes after I said that. The news came out that they're speaking. It's all for show. There is a talk that they're having with for the media, and then there's a real talk. So they sometimes cancel the talk that they're having for the media, but the actual talk that they're having goes on. It keeps going on.
Exactly. And it's so tragic. But there is a lot of pressure coming in from a lot of people on both sides. Like the clerics are absolutely pissed that this is the direction that we're heading with this kind of show, and we're probably going to talk about nuclear anyway in the end. The IRGC is also coming out, and they are also very pissed that this is happening. And then American politicians, some of them are starting to question this as well, being like, well, why are we just hitting the same spot over and over again? Doesn't this just encourage the Islamic Republic to keep on hitting ships? This makes no sense. What are we doing? And yeah, I must largely agree with that statement, that this absolutely encourages the Islamic Republic to just keep on hitting ships. If they just take a couple hits on radar sites, they've already been destroyed, then why not?
Yeah. So they say they canceled the talk, but they didn't cancel anything. I mean, they canceled the PR version of it. So let me actually here. See, they came out with this. So Wall Street Journal reported, citing informed sources, that the talks between the United States and the Islamic Republic, which were scheduled to resume in Switzerland at the end of the week, have been postponed following the resumptions of attack by both sides. As soon as this came out, they're like, nope, they're talking. I'm pretty sure they're talking. And then right after, we got this. Several media outlets quoting an American officials reported that despite the attacks by both sides, the talks with the Islamic Republic have not been cancelled, and the exchange of messages through the channels continues. I knew it. 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 It's all for sure.
Yeah, and then we even have Axios reporting that this is what they're saying. They're saying the U.S. and Iran have agreed to halt military strikes and will meet Tuesday in Doha. What they mean by this is the IRGC guy and the CENTCOM guy that they have in Qatar already, they're going to start talking, the two military guys. This isn't like JD Vance is going to head back to the Middle East or Ghalibaf's going to go. That's not what's happening. They have just a couple of contacts that they already have in Qatar, and this is their kind of like excuse. I do think, however, that this is why this has happened. Why tonight, why last night and the night before happened, in my opinion. I think both sides are trying to gain an advantage over the other one. And even though they have this unwritten agreement of what's going on, hey, let the ships through. I'm not going to kill you, Ghalibaf. You got to try to control the IRGC. Price of oil comes down. That's what we want. The IRGC is trying to see how much can I push the US? What's the extent? Like, even though this is the unwritten agreement, I kind of want to, see what the limit is. I want to take a bigger risk. And my fear is that they will take, I'm so scared of this, guys, that they'll take such a big risk that the United States Navy will actually hit them really hard where it actually hurts and maybe take out a couple of their commanders. I'm really scared of that happening. But
I don't think that will happen. I think the Islamic Republic likes the status quo right now. We're comfortable. I think both sides are comfortable here.
They are
aggressive
here.
talks
They're
against each other. Negotiations are going forward. Escalating to the point that you could show that you're responding, but not to the point where you're going to go to full war. I think, given that both sides are happy with this right now, I think they're gonna try to maintain it.
Unfortunately, I just man, how bad would it be if the IRGC miscalculated? You know what I mean, guys, and just hit something they're not supposed to. Oh man, what a shame that would be. We had a big piece of news come out that people are pretty hyped about. In Farce News, which is coincidentally the IRGC group that I've infiltrated and I get information from, has reported something insane. Farce News, which is this is an IRGC affiliated news state media in the Islamic Republic. They said that Tehran needs to achieve nuclear deterrence to reach the desired calm that it wants. So they're basically coming out, and they haven't said this in a while. It's been a little bit, but the IRGC state media is saying, yeah, pretty much we need a nuclear weapon, and that's the only way that we can stop the US from messing with us.
I told you this would happen. I told you that, this is why I know, guys, this is why. Here's what I said. I said that given that the Islamic Republic has lost most of its deterrent capability, they are forced to go. They always were going to go for nuclear weapons, but they're now going for it. They want to go for it faster than before because they think that they're naked. They think that they're vulnerable and defenseless. And this is why, even if there is pauses between pauses in the conflict between United States and the Islamic Republic, we are going to come back here again and again and again until the Islamic Republic falls. There is the Islamic Republic and United States are too at odds with each other for this to be able to die out completely. One way or another, we're going to be back here at some point because of this. There is no other way. There is it, and it doesn't really matter if which presidents come into the White House. It might slow it down or speed it up, but at the end of the day, this is inevitable. the clash between the Islamic Republic and United States will continue until the regime falls.
And so the supporters of the farce news Telegram group are just basically echoing this. And it's kind of like someone poured ice cold water over their heads and they finally woken up, because all of them all of a sudden are like, yes, this is the way. We need to destroy Israel. Israel's such a small country. If we just drop one nuke in there, this is the way. This is the way. And did you really think that America, and what Armin's exactly saying, did you really think America would leave us alone? This is the result of decades of American oppression, and etc. So while I wasn't able to, last night I was completely busy and I wasn't able to scour this Telegram group. So I am doing it now, but this is pretty much what they're saying, and a whole lot of Islamic dogma associated with it. They're comparing themselves with like the imams of Islam and like what they had to go through and how we should be bombing the Jews with nuclear weapons, and this is what we had to do all along. I don't understand what you people have been saying. What do you mean negotiations? We should be killing them. Yeah, this is who we're dealing with. Oh,
Yeah.
but there is one though. There is also a side that's saying if you're going to dilute the uranium anyway, and you're going to give in to the U.S.'s demands, why didn't you do it before the war? Now that all of our infrastructure is destroyed, the economy is destroyed, and they want to dilute the uranium, like why wouldn't you just do it before? Like, is our government that incompetent? Is the IRGC that stupid?
That's it. That is a good point. I have to give it to the jihadi Durkas, right? If you capitulate anything to the Americans, you should have done it before they killed your supreme leader and destroyed most of your military.
Exactly. And here's the thing. Now that they're talking about, yes, of course we should be using this nuclear weapon. Yes, of course we should build one. A lot of them are also talking about how there's going to be a repercussion. They believe that the US is going to literally level the country of Iran with nuclear weapons if they launch it at Israel. And so there's two sides. One, people are, well, we can't actually use the nuclear weapon because we'd get destroyed. And then there's the religious people who are like, don't be afraid. Not everyone can join the army of Imam Hussein. Not everyone can be a martyr. And the battle between good and evil, they're talking about all this. They're like, hey, we should do it. We should do it. By the way, Armin, so we had a house party at our house last night. And my friend here walks up next to me. Okay, so there's like 30 people. He walks up next to me and he's like, by the way, I'm Jew hater. And keep in mind, okay, I didn't even know that he like watched our stream or anything like that. And so I'm just like, for a second, my mind's buffering. And he like looks at my reaction and he's like, you should have seen your face. Like, I'm not Jew hater. I was just messing with you. And
oh my god.
Now I'm like stuck because I'm just like, oh my god, like what? What do you mean? I had no idea. Like he's just a friend. Like I didn't even know he watched my YouTube videos. But
he came to you like, by the way, I'm Jew hater.
and I believed him, right? For like 2 seconds there, my mind's like, oh, of course that makes sense because he hasn't been telling me this, so of course that makes sense. But
wait, so is he Jew hater or is he not Jew hater?
He's not Jew hater. He just wanted to mess with me.
Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah, he completely got me because I'm like, okay, it makes sense. Of course, he wouldn't say.
Oh my god! So he trolled you not by being the Jew hater. He trolled you by telling you that he's a Jew hater.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Oh my god!
Got me good.
You got trolled. By the way, guys, are these people here? Mordecai. Wait, is it? And Casey and Agent Anderson. Are they here? Because I feel so crappy. I just finished the stream and I didn't read their super chats, and I feel so guilty because I was so late and had to go eat and get ready for this stream. And these four super chats from the last stream did not get read. So if you're here, let me know so I could read them now. I feel I feel so guilty. I was eating. I'm like, oh no, I ended the stream and I didn't read their super chat. I need to find them. I need to go on them now. So, anyways, if you're here, they're not here. Oh no, I'm gonna feel bad. I'm not gonna be able to sleep. I'm gonna sleep and I didn't read their chat. I didn't. They think I ignored them. So if you see them
Maybe,
here, please let me know. These people.
yeah, maybe later.
No. Oh no,
But
I'm gonna feel so guilty.
I mean, can you believe that these people genuinely think that having a nuclear weapon will complete, like, this is their solution? Like, they truly believe this, that this is their solution.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense though. Let's be fair to them. They have they here's the thing. This is what they're noticing. Therefore, they're noticing that this is going to be the end of them. They're getting closer and closer to not having any deterrence capability. Right? They know that this is inevitable. Either get a nuke or die. They are completely correct. They're completely correct. If they here's what's happening. Let me tell you, Ali, what they're noticing. What they're noticing is that they're going down the Libyan path, but they should be going down the North Korean path, right? So nobody's messing with North Korea. It's regime change in North Korea because they got a nuclear bomb. What the Islamic Republic is doing with these so-called negotiations, what they're thinking is that they're doing what Libya did. Libya eventually gave up its nuclear ambitions, and Gaddafi got a knife up his ass, literally, right up his ass. And well, fuck this. Why is the regime obviously we shouldn't be doing this. We should be look at the lesson, from history. If we negotiate with the West and give up our leverage, eventually they will come for us and they will get rid of us, right? But if we push right now and get a nuclear bomb, then people won't mess with us.
That's a great point. You know what that means is that they were thinking already that they're going down the path of destruction. And the reason why they're clinging on to this all of a sudden, and this might be why Farce News even released this article in the first place, is to get them kind of to wake up a little bit. The IRGC wants people to start thinking, yes, the nuclear is the only way. We can't give up the uranium. Ghalibaf wants to. This might be their kind of paving the way for this sort of this clashing that's about to happen in the next few months.
Here's the thing: everybody is being rational. I think the Americans are being rational. The Israelis are being rational. Ghalibaf is being rational. Evil motherfucker, but rational. The IRGC is being rational. Evil motherfuckers, but rational. Everybody is doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing for their survival, and also their dominance and strength. If they could, everybody is acting rationally, right? Ghalibaf is fucking nuclear bomb. If we go back to military operations, I'm gonna die. So he's acting very rationally if he's pushing for these negotiations to continue. IRGC, some people in the IRGC, hey, if we keep going down these negotiations, first of all, they're taking our leverage away in Lebanon and Iraq away from us. We're going to be left with nothing at all. There's only 3 leverages that the Islamic Republic has left: proxies, the Strait of Hormuz, the enriched uranium. In Lebanon, they're trying to get rid of Hezbollah. In Iraq, they're getting rid of the politicians who are loyal to the Islamic Republic. Last night they went and arrested a whole bunch of them. They're bombing Hashtag Shabi all of these months that we haven't been talking about. The Strait of Hormuz didn't end up being the leverage that they were hoping it was, because it didn't really damage the global economy as much as they want. It's causing concerns for the midterms, but that they were hoping $200 per barrel prices. Not this, not they're like, oh, let's pause this just so that we could not have inflation in the midterms, right? That is like not at all. In fact, the Americans demonstrated that their blockade was more effective than their blockade. And they saw how easily United States could put a blockade on their ports. So the Strait of Hormuz didn't end up being the deterrence capability that they wanted. If the Houthis are a no-show, they didn't end up closing the Bab al-Mandab to be able to put pressure on for the negotiation. Like this shows how important the proxies are, right? People think like, oh, it's just ideological. They're like, let's protect our Shia brothers. It's not about that. That's an excuse. Okay, the Houthis, if they were not MIA, if the Islamic Republic closed the Strait of Hormuz and Bab al-Mandab at the same time, they would have a lot more leverage at the negotiating table. But they couldn't, and they didn't. They didn't close the Bab al-Mandab as I predicted. And like if you guys could have closed Bab al-Mandab, you would have done it when they killed your supreme leader. You didn't, so you can't, right? So it shows how important it is to keep these proxies loyal. Here's the thing: some of these proxies might stay, like a version of them will continue. But if they're not going to be loyal to Tehran, then who the fuck cares? Like the Islamic Republic is not going to be able to have anything. So if you defang the Islamic Republic, you're going to be able to Gaddafi them easily at some point. Once they get fully defanged.
Yeah, exactly. You were right that the Bab al-Mandab would not be closed, and subsequently everything afterwards. Now, you mentioned Iraq, and guys, do you know what happened last night in Iraq? Does anyone know what happened in this country? For the first time since the fall of Saddam Hussein, what ended up happening was that there was a massive coup-like operation that took place. And let me just show you guys what it looks like first before we dive into what it means. Let's take a look here. Those are all shots of it's on fire. And this is Baghdad last night. And yeah.
Ooh, Ali, we thought you made a mistake.
No, I was.
You were right, because we saw videos of armored vehicles. They were like, "What are these tanks Ali were talking about?" And now we saw tanks. You're right.
Yeah, and these are just some of the preliminary clips. There were, I think, over a dozen tanks that rolled up. By the way, everything you see here, they just did it all of a sudden. There was no warning. No one knew this was coming. And so this is what happened. In Baghdad, there's a green zone. It's just an area where like the politicians, and it's supposed to be more safe and whatever, right? The current prime minister decided, without telling anyone, they kept this a secret from literally everyone, rolled up the 9th Armored Brigade, like over a dozen tanks with their troops. The entire counterterrorism unit of Iraq showed up. Hundreds of soldiers, Humvees, mounted machine guns, everything. All the police showed up afterwards, after they got the memo. And special forces started raiding politicians' homes. They arrested over 50 politicians loyal to the Islamic Republic of Iran.
For corruption.
They have charged them with corruption, which is completely true, by the way. It's not.
I mean, they are really corrupt, but like but you know, I mean, to be fair, I mean, if you want to arrest these people for corruption, there's plenty of corruption to arrest them for. But we know that the main reason is not the corruption. The main reason is because they're loyal to the Islamic Republic.
Absolutely. and they all got arrested. And there was even crazy stories that were coming out. Like, for example, there was a colonel in the Iraqi military who got so paranoid. He was out and about. I don't know why. This all kicked off at about 9 p.m. I think Iraqi time, or something a little bit sooner than that. He was out and about, chilling, doing whatever, and he hears the tanks roll up. And I don't know what he must have thought, or maybe he got some info, because this guy literally pulls out his gun, holds a civilian at gunpoint, steals his car, and makes a break for it towards the Iran-Iraq border. I don't know if he was caught or not in the end, but there's some crazy stories coming out of last night.
Or you have video for that?
No, we don't have a video for that. It was just being reported that that colonel, like, the civilian was like pissed off. He's like, this guy just pulled a gun on me, like, and they're like, what does he look like? What's his name? And he's like, this is his name. And they're like, that's a colonel in the military. Like, where's he going? Which way was he going? He's like, this road. They're like, bro, what? Yeah.
Wait, Texas troops sent me something. Wait, what is this? Oh my god.
Okay,
Hold
so
on,
look at this.
wait, watch
yeah.
this. Watch this.
Ah,
Watch
yes.
this.
I had that as well.
This. Oh, you have it? Okay, you show.
Yeah, look. No, you're already on it. You're already on it. So, guys, show them the picture. Look at this. Look at this.
What?
By the way, these are Iraqi dinars. These are billions and billions of Iraqi dinars, US dollars, gold, weapons. These are politicians. It was not very hard to come in and get them on charges of corruption. This is a female member of parliament in Iraq, completely corrupt, and she's not the only one. There were dozens of other politicians whose homes got fully raided by special forces. By the way, if you have Snapchat, hover over the Snapchat map, go to Baghdad, click on it, and you actually might see some police and special forces showing videos of them going into homes of politicians and showing all of this money, because that actually happened. They are just posting videos willy-nilly on the internet being like, look at this. So it's not very hard to find all that. But
this
you
is
have
EMF
videos
money?
of, I think so, yeah, because these politicians are loyal to the Islamic Republic, and they are probably in charge of distributing funds to a lot of the Hashd al-Shabi, the PMF people. They also hoard up money, of course. So these are millions of dollars.
My god, guys, this is how you fund terrorism when you can't use the Swift banking system.
Yeah. It's insane that this all happened without any warning or anything. And so, even, guys, let me show you a scene. It's like, we've seen this, and this is crazy. Now, let me show you what happened. This is a convoy of Iraqi Special Force Humvees that pulled up to the previous prime minister's house where he's located. And they have, that place is surrounded, as you can see. There's not a fly couldn't get through. They are going for everyone. So the previous prime minister is believed to have been arrested. We don't have full confirmation on it, but I doubt he would have gotten out of this. So, this guy Al-Zaidi went for everyone that he could. He also declared this as just the beginning. This is just the start of him going after all of the corrupt politicians in Iraq, after all of the ones who are linked with these terrorist militias. And he is trying to, or so he is saying so far, he's trying to turn Iraq into a better country. And a lot of Iraqis are actually very happy with this. And this operation has, conducted well into the morning, because this is what Baghdad looked like this morning, which is about 12 hours ago. So when citizens are waking up and going through the streets, they see this throughout most of the streets in the green zone. And they're kind of wondering what happened. And they wake up to this news and they're like, oh my God, my country, Iraq, is finally finally starting to be freed from the clutches of the IRGC.
Wow. Ali, President Trump is responsible for this, right? Because if President Trump didn't intervene, Nouri al-Maliki would be prime minister of the Iraq right now, and Iraq will become even more of a proxy of the Islamic Republic. It was President Trump that came and made sure that he doesn't become prime minister, and al-Zaidi became prime minister, and now we know why. Al-Zaidi is fully doing what the United States wants, and now, so the Islamic Republic lost Syria with the fall of Assad. If this is successful, they're going to lose Iraq, and hopefully Lebanon, and then with all of their proxies, with all of that gone, it will become so vulnerable.
Exactly, so vulnerable. And the U.S. was completely in on it because these are American Black Hawk helicopters flying over Baghdad in the morning.
Wow.
Yep.
It's kind of odd for us to see armored military vehicles in the Middle East and be like, yeah, go get them. Because usually in Iran, when we see armored military vehicles, we're like, fuck, they're here to kill innocent people. But here in Iraq, we're like, yeah.
So. Yeah, exactly. And here's the thing. Arakchi freaked out. He took a plane the very night, within an hour of this all kicking off, they sent Arakchi straight to Iraq. And he arrived under the guise of, we had some other talks happening, and I'm not here for this, I promise. It's for something else. And here he is. He arrived, and he is trying to talk with al-Zaidi. I don't know if he has already or not, but he went and spoke with the foreign minister of Iraq, who, by the way, I think is lucky that he's not, being on the chopping block here, because they even got the deputy minister of oil. They arrested that guy, the deputy minister of like logistics and transportation. They got that guy. They were going for everyone and anyone. These 50 politicians are only the big dogs. They went for hundreds of other arrests that are below these guys. And that information is going to be coming out into like what their names are and such, probably in the coming days. So we're waiting to see kind of what that is. But here he is. So this is Arakchi in Iraq. And I swear to God, I think, not that I believe in God, but I think he's on drugs. I think the stress has been getting to Arakchi in the past few months. And every time I see him, he has this kind of like dopey look on his face. He doesn't seem very sharp. I feel like he's taking something. What do you think?
I don't know. I can't. I'm not the. Yeah, I did see a video of him visiting the place where Qasem Soleimani was killed.
Yeah,
you see
that was his excuse.
Yeah.
He's like, no, guys, I'm not.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not going to Iraq because of the historic coup that just happened last night. I'm going to pay my respects to Qasem Soleimani. It's like, okay.
Yeah. Do you have let me see if I have the video of that. So guys, remember Qasem Soleimani in President Trump's first term. I found it. He was killed when Qasem Soleimani was inside Iraq. So let me show you the visit of Arakchi. When he went to Iraq, he went there for a visit. So this is, I think, Arakchi arriving at the road. This is the road where Qasem Soleimani was killed on in Iraq. So guys, look at this. Now, I mean, this is yesterday. So I think this is Arakchi. Oh, yeah, look at that. This is Arakchi arriving in the road where Qasem Soleimani was killed. The first cutlet. Wow. Look at this. This is Qasim Soleimani and Mohandes here. They were both in the car, right right next to the road where President Trump killed them. They made these statues of them. Oh, now they're praying. This is shirk, by the way. This is shirk. Sunnis would not approve of this. You're praying towards a statue. This is idolatry, according to Sunnis. This is, by the way, guys, Sunnis will look at this and be like, oh my God, you guys are not Muslims. You're praying towards statues. This is idolatry. And somebody's saying it's pronounced Shrek Armin. Okay. By the way, look at
Mhm.
this. It's so lame because he's supposed to, put the flowers on himself, but like they move it for him, and he just pretends like he's holding it. Look at this. So they're like, here, hold it. So he's just like, look at this. He just loosely just holds it. And like, what am I supposed to do? He doesn't know. Okay, am I supposed to hold it? Like, it was so lame. Anyways, so this happened yesterday.
What a freak show.
Oh my god. Ali, you want me to do the super chats?
Let's do it.
Okay. All right. By the way, guys, I'm still feeling guilty over Mordecai Zipkov and Casey Pierce and Agent Anderson. If you are here in the live chat, let me know you're here because I need to make it up to you guys. If you're in the live chat, let me know. Okay, so Selectivist with a super chat saying Al Armin's news pod. Oh yeah, Ali, Ali and Armin, Al Armin's news podcast. No, why are you doing this to us? Selectivist, that's crazy. Okay, and then we have how do you pronounce this?
Fizz Angicist.
Fizz Angesis. Okay. Fizz Angesis, thank you so much for the super chat saying the gay Ayatollah wants to be rearmed and relegged. Yeah, probably, yes. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see in 7 days, I think. Yeah. And then Selectivist with another super chat saying they're rational day to day, but what is this? Durkational when they get the nuke. Yes. Okay, yeah. Exactly. That's a good point. That's a good way of looking at it, actually. Yeah. Fleshy Interloper with the super chat saying it's not normal to have piles of cash. Oh, it's not normal to have piles of cash. Oh wait, Fleshy, do you have piles of cash somewhere in your home? No, it's not normal. Okay. No, it's not. Ghalibov profile pic. Thank you so much for the super chat saying now supporting Ghalibov. What? Look at that profile pic as an American flag and holding corn. That is awesome. I love it. Ghalibov with the American flag. Yeah, okay. I support that Ghalibov for sure. And then Fleshy Interloper with the super chat saying, "Oh dear, no bonus payments for Hezbollah." True. I bet you some
Oh.
of the money was supposed to go to Hezbollah.
Oh, Fleshy. Oh, we have news for Hezbollah today. You guys are gonna. I have a clip for you that you guys are gonna enjoy. Like everyone's gonna enjoy seeing this clip after we read these.
Yeah. Okay, I can't wait. Now I'm excited. Okay, so Tindley saying TDS has a strange effect of making people acting accordingly as Trump has planned for them. It's borderline. What is this? MK Ultra. It's scary. IRGC Dems and all others. Okay.
MK Ultra is a experiment that was done during the Cold War, which was
Oh,
it was like a mind control experiment that I mean, both the CIA and the KGB had their own versions of this, but they were trying to.
oh, CIA program. Okay, okay. All right. All right, let's go. Let's go. I want to see what this is. Again, guys, Mordecai, Zipkov, Casey Pierce, Agent Anderson. If they show up, let me know. Okay. Using LSD? Interesting.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the map here real quick so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So here we are looking at two countries in particular, Israel and Lebanon, which have been embroiled in a conflict because there's a terrorist group called Hezbollah, funded by the IRGC. And first, before I show you guys that clip, let's take a look at. I'm going to show you guys karma. Okay, this is what karma is. Last night, Lebanese Hezbollah supporters went and were burning down posters. As you can see, that's the Lebanese flag. And they were burning these down all across the city. And this is what it looks like. They didn't even bother to burn the whole poster. They just wanted to burn the Lebanese flag. This is in Lebanon, done by supposedly Lebanese people, but these are all Hezbollah terrorists. Well,
Are you kidding
they
me?
got pretty much, yeah.
Are you serious? They burned the Lebanese
I'm
flag?
serious. Yep,
Oh
they
my
burned
God.
just the Lebanese portion of all these posters. Yep. Which is disgusting. I mean, this is the biggest PR move against Hezbollah. It's just, it's insane. And so as a result, before I show you guys this, so we captured, the Israeli army, the IDF captured the headquarters of Hezbollah in southern Lebanon. The headquarters.
Wow.
These tunnels were like 200 meters, like spanning, like just giant tunnels, rooms everywhere, hundreds of drone parts laying around. Like they had like showers down there, medical rooms, armories, all like 20 entrances. This was a huge structure. Well, the IDF was like, oh yeah, okay, let's do something to that, and they packed this entire structure full of dynamite, and this is the result.
What?
Yep. By the way, that's all
Is-
underground. Like this is you can see this kind of on the left here. Those are like hills. This structure was under that. And if you take a look at the left clip, it's completely pitch black, right? Because it's the middle of the night. And then
This is the explosion that was just reported earlier today?
boom. Yep. Look at that. It's gone. That whatever was down there, it's all gone. That side, the side of that hill is just gone. It's all gone.
Wow.
What a message to send to Hezbollah. Their entire, and to the IRGC. This is a direct message to the IRGC. Hey, you spent billions and decades building this. Well, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Wow.
And that is their karma. That's Hezbollah's karma right there.
That's the 200-meter tunnel that is 25 meters deep, right? That's a very advanced tunnel. That is a very expensive, very advanced tunnel. That Hezbollah, guys, the tunnels that this tunnel that Hezbollah had has been really, really, really a nightmare for the Israeli people. And now they removed it. This tunnel was so much more advanced than the Hamas tunnels, like so much more advanced. And Hezbollah managed to build it by they got help from North Korea through the Islamic Republic. The engineering process of building this tunnel that you just see was that it was destroyed. The Islamic Republic bought that from North Korea and gave it to Hezbollah. This is a very significant loss. Very significant loss for Hezbollah.
Oh my God, huge. Guys, no one was in this tunnel. They already went in and eliminated all of the terrorists in there. They took this last week. This is what Israelis died for, to get this. To give you perspective, this is the headquarters of Hezbollah in southern Lebanon. This is where they would launch all of their drones, rockets, missiles. This is where they would stage their operations from. This was it. This was the place that they would do everything from in southern Lebanon. And it's gone. They eliminated all the terrorists. They took everything from there that they wanted to. The IDF put as many explosives as they could possibly fit under. This is 25 meters under the ground. This is more than 100. It's like 100 feet under the ground, and you can see the explosions like this. I don't know what they put in there, but oh my god, it is, the side of that hill is just gone. I want to see the aftermath.
Wow. This is years of investments, billions of dollars gone like that. Guys, this is why a lot of people think that, the Americans and Israelis are not fighting against the Islamic Republic because of the ceasefire. They are. They are. In Iraq and in Lebanon, the Islamic Republic is being defanged. During the ceasefire, the Americans are recovering with their missile interceptors and also waiting for the elections to go by. But the Islamic Republic is being disarmed from all its proxies while the ceasefire is going on.
In addition to that, that wasn't enough for the IDF, because tonight they have been airstriking and bombarding with artillery more and more terrorists. They're doing the world a favor here, so we can actually see more huge explosions and fire rising up in the sky with a lot of gunshots. So the IDF is conducting raids and eliminating terrorists throughout the entirety of it. It's just great. It's just great. And the best part is the IRGC are just going to have to take it. They're just going to have to watch. There's nothing that they can do. You know why? The IRGC are scared of Israel. They're scared because Israel isn't going to do what the United States is going to do. They won't just love tap. Israel, like we saw a couple weeks ago, will come in and kill you if you're the IRGC. They're not going to play around. They're not going to hit a couple of communications towers. They're going to come for you. And the IRG's scared. They're scared. They're not going to do it. But they did try. There's a lot of reports that there was ballistic missiles intercepted over Jordan today. No one could actually confirm it until a Jordanian military official came out and said, oh, yes, there were interceptions, but they were high up in the sky and it wasn't over Jordanian airspace. And I was like, what does that even mean? So like, why are you like reporting that then? But apparently there were ballistic missiles in the air. I don't know. They got intercepted either way. So
do we have any images of what the tunnels look like from the inside? Because I want people to know that this was some heavy operations.
Yes, we actually do. I actually have this in.
Oh, here, I found one.
Okay.
But if you have it, also show. I don't know. Is this what you have? This is what the tunnels look like.
Yeah, that is it.
כך נראה אחד המתחמים המשמעותיים ביותר של חיזבאללה בדרום לבנון מתחת לאדמה, אליו הגיעו לאחרונה כוחות צה"ל, ובו הורכבו כטב"מים איראנים שנועדו לפגוע בתושבי מדינת ישראל. עוד מעט נחזור לכאן, אבל נתחיל מההתחלה. הצטרפנו ביום חמישי ללוחמי חטיבה.
Okay, so this is longer than I thought. I just want to see inside the tunnel. Oh, here, look at this. They went to Israelis.
אנחנו מגיעים פה למנהרה אנדרט איראני מבוא. אנחנו נמצאים בכפר מג'דל-זון. הכרנו את המנהרה.
So is this, like, I'll just mute it while we look at it, okay? So because they're speaking Hebrew. Is this what just was blown up? Like all of this?
It's all gone. Apparently tonight as well, they blew up some other tunnels, but this was the biggest one. This was the biggest spectacle.
Yes.
Oh, they also
There's a
found
hope.
there was a Hamas tunnel that they also found tonight. They went in, and the Hamas tunnel was actually packed with weapons and explosives, and they went in and they seized it.
Nice. Guys, what you're witnessing right now is potentially the beginning of the end of the axis of the axis of resistance and the Palestinian cause. These are historical moments. Ooh, look at all of these, equipment here.
They even had medical rooms in there. They had like hospital beds down there, IVs set up, which is for anyone who doesn't know, is like those bags that hang down. And they they have the liquid that go into your wrist. Like they had whole hospital rooms in here. They had showers.
Yeah, they are like exactly. They are. Sarah saying they are really are cities. They're like cities, underground cities.
These guys are awesome, man. Good job, IDF.
Protecting the whole world from this evil. Thank you, idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Oh, Ali, you know what? You see all of this? You see all of these equipments, all of these tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that is? You know what all of this is?
It's our money.
That's the wealth of our nation. That's the wealth of the Iranian people in Lebanon. Guys, all of this, everything that went, the billions and billions of dollars that went into building all of this, they stole that from us. They stole this from the Iranian people. All of this was meant to build Iran, and instead it went into Lebanon to make all of this. These are the resources of our people and of our natural resources. All of that was taken away from us, and it went to support terrorism instead.
What a tragedy.
These were meant to build hospitals, roads, parks, schools, but it went into building tunnels for terrorists instead. Yeah, I guess Ali's inside Iran. He's this is his message to them. But Ali, you wanted to highlight something?
Yeah, Hila here from our discussion group was saying he says there were 2 heavy doors, each weighing between 5 and 10 tons. So these guys were, you couldn't really get in here. You could gas them out eventually, but yeah, this was built to last. And it did not last.
That's why the explosion was so big, because this is heavily fortified.
Yeah. I cannot wait to see the aftermath of that explosion. I want to see that entire hillside just gone. So can you guys believe what's been happening in the past just 24 hours alone? Iraq is turning against the IRGC with actual action. Lebanon is turning against the IRGC with actual action. The Lebanese military has now entered 2 villages under the supervision of the IDF, and they are conducting operations with the IDF, just like I knew. They're going to work together. Even if they're piloting, the IDF wants to like closely work with the Lebanese military to see their capabilities. And they're seeing, what is the Lebanese military capable of? Can we have them potentially help us out? So yeah, Lebanon, Iraq, it's great. Pulling one tooth out at a time, except a couple at a time at this point, speeding up. Isn't this going to force the IRGC to be a bit more aggressive now? if I was them, I would be a little bit more nervous because the cards are being taken out of my hand every passing day.
It would force them to make statements like you showed us at the beginning of the show, saying that we need to get a nuke, guys. We're like guys, listen, guys, we are fucked if we don't get a nuke like now, like yesterday. I bet. Here's the thing, Ali. I bet you, I would bet money on this. There are people within the IRGC right now who are cursing Ali Khamenei for not letting them get to a nuclear weapon faster, for being conservative with it. There are a lot of people within the IRGC that would say none of this would have fucking happened if we sped up the process of getting a nuclear weapon right now.
You're right.
And now people within the IRGC are like, whatever, like, I don't know what's happening right now, but we need to figure out a way to make a nuclear bomb yesterday. And this, Ali, this is the reason why United States, one way or another, is going to come back, because it makes sense for the IRGC to want a nuclear bomb right now, and it makes sense for both United States and Israel to respond with fuck no. And that's why this conflict might be paused here and there, but it's one way or another, it will come back.
So what ended up happening was that the defanging of the Islamic Republic and removing their arms and legs and leaving them like that Monty Python skit has forced them to latch on with their teeth onto the only thing that they can, which is already inside their country, which is the uranium. I don't know if they're ever going to give up this uranium at this point. This is like the only thing that they have left. Even the Strait of Hormuz hasn't worked out for them so far. So, and they're losing on the negotiation front, because eventually they're going to have to start talking about uranium. It's not looking good for them. And to force them to make a mistake like this upcoming mistake that they're going to make, which is to hold on to the uranium, it's probably what's going to happen.
I mean, why is that a mistake to hold on to the uranium? That's their only card.
Because they're going to... Everything they do at this point is a mistake. If they do or they don't, if they give up the uranium, it's a mistake. If they hold on to the uranium, it's also a mistake.
Yeah.
It's so nice. It's so... I feel good.
Yeah. It's falling apart.
It's great when you get to see with your own eyes that it is falling apart. It's different just hearing about it, and it's different for you guys hearing us tell you that, oh, these things behind the scenes means that they're falling apart. But it's another thing seeing the Lebanese, the Hezbollah stronghold get blown up into the sky. It's a different thing seeing all these terrorist politicians in Iraq who support the Islamic Republic get arrested. And it's just the beginning.
Wait, let me respond to the super chat. This is pretty cool. Somebody's saying, when are you going to stop coping and admit the truth? Okay, I have a good video for the regime supporters inside Iran in response to this. Here's the truth. Here's what the regime supporters are feeling inside Iran. This is from last night. Okay, here's the condition, the mental condition of regime supporters inside Iran. So she's complaining regarding the weakness of the Islamic Republic, and she's yelling that we haven't even buried the Imam of our time. Like we haven't even buried him. Like we can't even bury the Ali Khamenei. So this is how pro-regime Iranians are feeling these days.
I'll accept
guys,
the truth
don't
when the
trust
Islamic Republic
us.
falls.
Don't trust us. Don't trust Ali and I. You know, we're biased obviously against Islamic Republic. We'll just show you. I have videos after videos after videos of regime supporters feeling humiliated and for the first time in history accepting that they have been defeated. I've been showing you that. I have a lot more where that came from. Kitty. Oh. There we go. Oh, that's adorable.
Zuko. He's trying to get away. Zuko, say hi. Say hi. Hi.
That's adorable.
My God, you guys can see the hair
Oh my God.
on my hand.
Oh wow. Oh, you should brush him.
Oh, I do. Every day.
Okay.
Should we read the other super chats as well?
Yeah, you want to do it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sarah Ocean saying next World Cup, free Iran's national team, or a free Iran's national team, would be like this: stadiums filled with lion and sun flags, the terrorist flag banned, and Iranians cheering as one. It will be great. Yeah, Iranians have been so divided over the national team. Did you actually see what happened last night? Did you guys see what happened last night for the Islamic Republic national team?
No, show us.
Let me see if I can find this clip, but here's what happened. The Islamic Republic last played Egypt and they tied, which meant that they would be out of the World Cup, but there was a small chance that they would still be in it if over the next couple of days afterwards, which was up till last night, the other teams and other groups tied or lost. If certain teams lost or certain teams tied, then technically, according to the goal difference and the points and all the technical stuff, the Islamic Republic would go through into the next round of the World Cup. Out of the 4 really low chance requirements for them to go through, 3 of them, oh my God, that clip is perfect. We have to show that one, Armin. Thank you for finding that. Out of the 4 requirements for the Islamic Republic to go through, 3 of them magically lined up. The exact numbers, the planets aligned. And then here came the 4th game last night at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Austria and Algeria play each other. And here's what needed to happen. One of these teams needed to win. If they tied at 0-0, 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, if they tied, that was it. The Islamic Republic is out. But if one of the teams won, the Islamic Republic would go through, even though they were actually out. They would go through. In the last minute of the game, and we'll show you guys the clip, in the last play of the game, the last kick of the ball, this happens. I mean, do you want to show them?
Yep. Okay, so the caption here is Islamic Republic State TV celebrated the overtime goal by Algeria on Austria, saying Allah is rewarding us and Muslims save other Muslims. However, just a few seconds later, Austria scored another goal, which eliminated the IRGC team. Okay, so wait, I haven't watched this yet. I'm gonna watch it with you guys.
جلوی اسپانیا
یا
ما
حسین
گلمون مردود شد.
بزن
موقعیت برای
بزن
الجزایر که گل
گل
برای الجزایر نیازمند
گل
گل
زد
صعود ایران
گل
رو میزنه
زد
نیازمند
یه دقیقه مونده
شد. من داشتم
Guys, this is the state TV of the Islamic
فقط
Republic.
گل میزدم
یه دقیقه مونده
چجوری گل رو زد مجید باورم نمیشه.
He's like, only 1 minute is left. Only 1 minute is left.
Oh my God, look, they were
Majid, I
about to
can't believe
kiss.
this. Yes.
مجید
Look,
باورم
oh my God, they're
نمیشه.
about to make out right there.
He's saying, Majid, I don't believe it. How did he do
وای
it?
مگه میشه؟
الجزایر خوشحاله و مرسی ازتون.
Like Algeria is as happy, and thank you, Algeria.
وای خدا.
مرسی از الجزایر بابت این گلی که زد و اصلا روند بازی جوری نبود که الجزایر بخواد گل بزنه. همه دیدیم داشتن پاسکاری میکردن وسط زمین و قلبم داره میاد تو دهنم دیگه، باورم نمیشه.
Like my heart is pumping so hard. It's coming.
وای خدا آفساید نگیره اینو الان دوباره بیا رد کنه اینو.
نگو
شانس
تو
ما
رو
رو که
خدا،
دیدی
تو رو
که
خدا نگو. ببینیم چه اتفاقی افتاد. ریاض محرز چه فراری کرد و خدا این بار دیگه
نه دیگه آفساید نیست، به خدا آفساید نیست.
برای ما خوب خواست و با تکلی
Like, God wanted this for us. God wanted this for
که
us.
حالا میزنه ریاض
الله.
محرز. تکل
وای
برتری الجزایر. این اولین باره که الجزایر تو این بازی جلو میفته و با این گل ما صعود میکنیم.
So
با این گل
wait, pause
ایران
it
به
there.
دور بعدی جام جهانی صعود.
Yeah.
Can you skip ahead a little bit to see if they show the other goal as well, or is it? I think this
No,
might
yeah,
be
it
just
will.
the
Like,
Algeria
hold
goal.
on, hold
It
on.
will?
Let me-
Okay.
It's gonna go. Yeah, yeah.
میکنه و روز جمعه 6:30 صبح بعد با سوئیس بازی بکنیم. همین همشون جلو کشیدن. سانتی که میاد روی
خدا.
خطرناکه. توپ رفت تو گل.
Oh, now it went back. So first they were like, "Oh my God, the guys! There was only 1 minute left. Look at this. They were so happy. They're like, God is looking after us. Look at these Muslims saving us." And then they thought that they had it because there was only 1 minute left. But look, they were so happy. And look what happened.
ما صعود میکنیم. با این گل ایران به دور بعدی جام جهانی صعود میکنه و
Like we won this. Now Iran is gonna go to the next
روز
round.
جمعه 6:30 صبح بعد با سوئیس بازی بکنیم. همین همشون جلو کشیدن. سانتی که میاد روی
خدا.
خطرناکه. توپ رفت تو گل.
Did you guys see that? On the other side of the field, Algeria scores, and as they're still talking, the game continues, and on the other side of the field, Austria comes and scores, tying them. Tying
So
them means
they
the
were
Islamic Republic is out.
Is out. They were cheering that the other Muslim countries saved the Islamic Republic, and God is watching them. And but all of a sudden, Austria scores.
جلو کشیدن. سانتی که میاد روی
خدا.
خطرناکه. توپ رفت تو گل.
Oh no!
توپ رفت تو گل.
Yeah, where's your Allah now, huh?
Where's your Allah now?
چرا چی
Why?
میشد این بازی
He's like,
همون 2-2
why?
تموم میشد.
Yeah.
چرا چی میشد این بازی همون 2-2 تموم میشد. آخه برای چی باید اینجوری با احساسات ما بازی شه؟
Like, why are you doing this? See, why are you playing with our feelings like this? Oh, sad
چی
song.
میشد اون گل شجاع قلیزاده نمیزد اصلا. چرا باید با احساسات ما سری بازی شه؟
Like, why are you playing
Aw.
with our feelings like this?
Cry about it.
Oh, this is the moment. So this was the moment that the Islamic Republic was cheering, and then all of a sudden, this is the moment that the Iranian people cheered. Guys, the Iranian people cheered this moment so much when Austria scored. Look at it, it was so sad. Oh my God, look at this. Look at that. So sad, so sad. Oh.
Truly tragedy. I mean, I have a video that has the reactions of the actual national team when Algeria scored. Yeah, they were in the hotel lobby all watching the game because they knew if Algeria won, yeah, it's right here.
Guys, this is the Islamic Republic team that the Iranian people hate. Oh yes, this video went viral among Iranians because the Iranian people hate this team because it's pro-regime. Guys, this team has been supporting the Islamic Republic so much after they killed, massacred the Iranian people, and that's why the Iranian people hate them. So let's see their reaction to the game. Oh, so this was after the first goal. They were happy. This is the happy part, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, they feel so happy. They don't know what's about to happen. Look at them. They're so happy. They don't know what's about to happen.
The sad part about this is that they actually cut the video. They didn't want the reactions, the sad reactions, to get through. So the video cuts right, like they're still watching. They're watching the game right now. They're watching, and in literally about 15 seconds, the other team is about to score, and they'll cut off the video right before it.
Oh fuck!
It's so annoying. It's so annoying.
So guys, right after this, Austria
Like, look at them.
scores.
Austria is currently attacking. Right now, Austria is attacking, and they're watching the TV. And then, boom, the video stops.
Shit, I wanted to see their disappointment, but okay.
I want it so bad. I want to see it so bad. Guys, I don't think they're going to release it because they don't want... Like, they'll show the happiness, but they're not going to show... Yeah, they're not going to look bad.
Yeah, yeah.
So, quick little update here. A little helicopter in Saudi Arabia just crashed and killed all 14 people on board. Some sort of military... Yeah, it was a military helicopter, I think. And at the same time, in Israel, preparations are being made for the possibility of an Iranian attack on the Israeli home front. And Iraq is still well into the night at the moment, hunting down more terrorists. So it does seem like they're continuing their operations pretty hardcore. And yeah.
What the fuck is happening? Everywhere, there's something happening everywhere.
I cannot believe how Iraq just did that with like keeping it a secret. That was insane. I have a video of the IDF also seizing a Hamas tunnel today.
Ooh.
It was a 25-meter long tunnel in East Jerusalem village. So it was in Israel, and these were Hamas. Yep. But the video has a lot of guns in it. Yeah, they're basically just showcasing all the guns. Here's what I can do, though. I can show you the latter half. Oh yeah, I can show you this part. Okay, I'll show you this part.
Sure. I think we're
so fine. I know. We saw the massive tunnel explosion, right? That was the Hezbollah tunnel. This is the Hamas tunnel. And the explosion, they're loading up explosives, and you can see the explosion here. It's not going to be as, obviously it's not as big, but yep.
Big.
They're doing it, though. They're getting them.
Great progress on all fronts. Guys, we're making progress. We're making good progress against the Palestinian cause and the axis of resistance. I know a lot of you wanted this to happen a lot faster, but every year we're making great progress. Ever since October 7th, these people have just been going down the hill. I know a lot of us are in a hurry, and it's not happening at the speed that a lot of you want, which makes sense. But we're still making progress every single year. If we keep going this direction, we're gonna win this. Oh, Casey is here. Casey, are you here? Casey. Oh my God. Sorry guys, I have a guilt problem. Casey, if you're here, let us know in the chat. Oh yeah, Casey. I had Armin and Ellie on my TV while listening to Jeffrey. Okay, yeah, Casey is here. Okay, Casey, we have to do your super chats because I failed you. I was hungry and I had to get ready, so I didn't read your super chats. Okay, so Casey Pierce gave us 2 super chats in the last stream that I did not read. One is Kami commie queers have destroyed the Democratic Party. Okay. And then Casey Peters also saying Democrats will lose the presidency for the next 20 years. Okay, thank you. Oh my God, so Casey saying I was a little pissed earlier. Oh my God, that's my nightmare. Okay, well now are you happy now? I read it. Okay, sorry, Casey. Sorry. Are you okay now? I read them. These are okay. I read your super chats, and now we need to hunt down Mordecai and also Agent Anderson. Okay, Casey is happy. Sorry, Casey. Sorry. I'll try not to miss them. I appreciate you guys. I want to make sure I appreciate you guys. Okay, so he's happy now. Thank you. Okay, you're welcome. Mwah. Okay, great. Got him. Yes. So 2 people, one down, 2 people. We need to find them and make sure they know I read their super chats. Good super chats.
Who's left?
Mordecai Zipkov and Agent Anderson. Thank you, Texas, for letting me know that Casey's here. Yeah.
Hey, sweet. And our next super chat is Justin saying they're having the funeral of Ali Khamenei on July 4th because they're terrified Trump might blow them all away while they're all together. They think Trump won't make troops work on July 4th. I don't think they'll actually blow up the funeral procession. But they'll definitely take a moment to track where everyone's going and coming from.
They're having a funeral on July 4th because they're terrified Trump might blow them all away. I mean, so I know what you're saying, Justin, but they have to remember that Americans love blowing things up on July 4th. So I don't know if that works. I don't know.
Yeah, we like our damn barbecue.
Yes.
Thanks, Justin, for that. And EHEF saying with Iraq's turn against the IRGC, that could be Trump setting up a ground invasion without U.S. troops. Without U.S. troops. I don't know about without U.S. troops, but funny you mentioned that. I was thinking about that earlier. So real quick, here's what would happen if a ground invasion did occur. So we're looking at where is it? Baghdad, Jask. Should be somewhere around here. Okay, there it is. So this place would be taken probably first. This would be one of the first places the United States military would take on a ground invasion before pushing up into the Strait of Hormuz to take Bandar Abbas, which is the biggest port in Iran. Then they would take all these islands. At the same time, they would be launching an invasion from here. So the southern coast of Iraq or Kuwait into the southern southwestern part of Iran to take, what did you just say? You just said something important that yes, so with Iraq, they could be coordinating this, but not Iraqi troops. They would be through Iraq here to take Bushehr and all of this area, the oil fields. That's pretty much the plan that they cooked up for the past, I think, like 30 years. And that reminded me of that. And we have, yes, it was our Coper. We read that one, but then he also said, Armin, I'm a fan of you, but this war failed us badly.
Well, how? The Islamic Republic has never been weaker than it has been before. I mean, if you wanted more, I wanted more. I'm Iranian. I would like to Iran. I'd rather Iran be free sooner rather than later. But at the end of the day, we're moving in the right direction. I don't understand how Ali Khamenei dying, all of the main leaders of IRGC dying, Laurie Jani dying, Sham Khani dying, the Islamic Republic's nuclear scientists dying, all of the Basiji bases and IRGC bases being blown up, Hezbollah being defanged like this, the Islamic Republic losing Syria, Iraq, and Lebanon. the Strait of Hormuz showing that it's not that much of a leverage against the world economy. I don't know. I don't see how you see that as failless. Like, the Islamic Republic has never experienced this much damage against it in such a short amount of time, and this is the weakest it has ever been, and this has been the most damaging war against the Islamic Republic ever. And as the Islamic Republic is getting weaker and weaker, the opposition, the Lion and Sun Revolution, under the leadership of Princess of Pahlavi, has never been as strong as it has been against the Islamic Republic. In fact, we've never made so much progress in such a short amount of time. So if you wanted the Islamic Republic to fall, earlier, and it didn't happen, yeah. But this is a marathon, not a sprint, and we're moving in the right direction.
We are. And even though we got some really good news today, there's still a way to go.
Yeah.
And Fleshy saying, for the kitty. Oh, thank you. He's very particular.
Yeah.
He doesn't like pate, and he has to go. I have to go find this very specific food for him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's very, very particular. So spoiled. Thank you, Fleshy. And Tinley saying, IRGC says, we are so back. 3 minutes later, it's so Jover. Yeah, they need a nuclear weapon. That's what they're pushing for. I think it's so funny that they're trying to go back to that now.
The fact that they're forced to go faster towards a nuclear weapon means that the world is going to be forced to get rid of them faster at the same time.
And they wasted all this time. It's so funny. Right. Thank you for that. And BT saying, wanted them to face the United States. Winner gets Hormuz. The Islamic Republic national team to face the US. And the winner gets the Strait of Hormuz. That would be a pretty good match. It would be a historic match. I think the US and Iran have only played once in the 90s, I think it was. Before my time.
Oh, so sad.
BT also said, Allah can't stand Muslims. Isn't that evident? Yeah, he can't stand them so much that he tells them to go to heaven as fast as possible.
Right.
BT with the humor here. And we have Fizz Endracist, who just became a YouTube member. Welcome.
Welcome,
and
one of us.
Eli Goldman, who also became a YouTube member. Welcome.
Welcome.
And in addition to that, Nail Bunny is gifted 5 Liberty Politics memberships. Thank you for that as well.
Thank you. Wow, that's so sweet. Always.
Thank you all. BT said Allah gave Australia a goal just to clear his name. Australia gets a goal.
Austria.
Wait, I'm missing something. Austria. Austria, a goal just to clear his name. Yeah, I know, right? They were like, yeah, I love Muslims helping Muslims. And God was like, score.
No, you know what? This is the Islamic excuse for it, right? God likes to punish those who he loves the most. So in hardship, they find Allah. Because if you're too comfortable with life, then you're going to forget Allah. That's the Islamic narrative.
God, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Thanks, BT. Like, واقعا حالم به هم میخوره. Like, I actually feel like it's nauseating. And Bill too, saying, I watched live Marandi's interview and chatted, why did you kill 40,000 people? Chat got real mad and said it was a Zionist plot. Oh yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course. Sure. Zionist plot to kill
Jews.
40,000.
The Jews. Always the Jews. Oh my God. You know what? You know, once Iran is free and you arrest these people, I'm not advocating for this, but if you wanted to, never mind. I'm not gonna say this. It's gonna get us back.
Were you about to say something along the lines of what I usually say?
Yes, but then you could blame the Jews for that. I have a Jewish stick right now that I'm gonna. Never mind. Cut that part out. Okay, let's move on.
The gym owner would be proud of you.
The gym, yes.
And Meyer Schreiber says, I hope the Israelis took all the weapons from the tunnels in Lebanon. I hope it will get to the people who need it most. Ah, wink, wink. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they did with them. They would have definitely confiscated them first, but probably to dispose of them. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. Who knows? Wink. And Yale from Jerusalem saying, gee, maybe the IDF will take care of business on the 4th. They're technically not talking with the Islamic Republic. They're not really beholden. And I think Israel's image in the world is not doing so well anyway. Yeah, it wouldn't be too far-fetched. That's a great idea. I really hope they don't do that. Thanks, Yale. And Nail Bunny saying, new call to action from the Shah. Check Pahlavi comms. Call to action? Wow. Okay. Let's take a look.
Oh, you
have it? Okay. No, you already have it.
Okay. So from July 4th to July 9th, as the regime stages its deceptive propaganda around the burial of the remains of the supreme criminal Ali Khamenei, and as we mark the 6th month since the courageous national uprising of January 8th and 9th, freedom-loving Iranians will take to the streets around the world as part of the global week of action for a free Iran. They will gather to show the world the true face of Iran and to honor the eternal memory of the fallen heroes of Iran's Lion and Sun Revolution 6 months after their massacre. A massacre that murdered over 40,000 over 2 days, a shocking 14 shocking 14 Iranians a minute. Am I reading this right? Massacre that murdered a shocking 14 Iranians a minute. Holy fucking shit. A massacre that murdered over 40,000. Actually, it's actually worse than that because it's 40,000 over 10 hours. Over 2 days, a shocking 14 Iranians a minute. The campaign, because it was 5 hours on a Thursday and 5 hours on a Friday. This campaign will begin on July 4th alongside Independence Day in the United States, with gatherings outside United States embassies in capitals around the world. Our message to the American people and the US government is clear. Stand with the Iranian people. Do not deal with terrorists. Choose the people of Iran. 250 years ago, America chose freedom. Today, the people of Iran are fighting for that same freedom. Any deal with the criminal Islamic Republic stands in direct contradiction to the ideals and values of the United States and the free world. Our compatriots inside Iran can also take part while protecting their safety and keeping their identities hidden by recording videos at the graves of our fallen heroes, writing messages on walls, and using other creative methods to send similar messages to the American people and government. Further details of the Global Week of Action for a Free Iran will be announced soon. So here's a poster for this. Don't deal with terrorists. 250 years ago, America chose freedom. Today, Iranians too are fighting for freedom. So this is July 4th. Let me repost this.
Okay, so I really like that he confirmed that it was over 2 days. I also like that he's choosing to do this on July 4th, which is when Ali Khamenei's funeral is supposed to be. What it immediately tells me, though, is that so he did ask Iranians in Iran to do it as well. The streets are already going to be very crowded with the regime supporters and just people who want to come out for Ali Khamenei's funeral. Also, I'm struggling to get my thoughts into words, but it's like all of the Iranian people themselves that wanted to come out just to see the regime supporters kind of mourn and just see the whole spectacle for themselves can now come with the call to action from Reza Pahlavi. This will maybe get more and more people to come out. And so I guess it's going to be more crowded than usual. But yeah, absolutely. Iranians outside of Iran will be holding rallies everywhere. Is there another? Is there something I'm missing here? Prince Reza Pahlavi wants Iranians to be out when the funeral procession for Ali Khamenei is happening. What could that other mean? Like, is there any other meanings to that?
Sure.
Record videos. You know, did he say something about drawing on the walls? What did he say?
Yeah. Recording
Writing messages
videos
on
at
walls.
Yeah, writing messages on walls, recording videos at the graves of our fallen heroes, and other creative methods.
Okay, so I guess the official message is to have, because the internet is going to push, the IRGC and the Islamic Republic are going to push really, really hard the martyrdom of Ali Khamenei. They're going to be like, the Americans and the Israelis came and killed our supreme leader. Look how many people are coming out to mourn him, and just generally trying to make the world believe their propaganda. So this is a counter to that. Hey, Iranian people, come out, remind the world that even though, you know, the Islamic Republic is pushing, hey, the martyrdom of Ali Khamenei, his funeral, remind the world of how many people have died at the hands of the Islamic Republic in January. Show the graves, write the message on the wall, take videos and everything like that. Okay, I like that.
Thank you, Neil Bunny, for reminding for showing this to us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, you want to do the next super chat?
So yeah, so July 4th is going to be definitely a trigger for a lot of things, both on the side of the Iranian people as well as the side of the regime.
We should have a 4th of July theme. We should have an eagle, or I don't know, what should we have? We should have an American eagle pecking at a frozen dead Ali Khamenei. No? Oh, no? Okay.
I don't know if YouTube will let that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we can have
or maybe like a frozen Ali Khamenei fighting off an eagle.
Or you know what YouTube would allow? Yeah, that would allow that. Yeah, that's a good idea. We can also do the mouse with like the turban on it.
For fireworks going up his ass. No, that's no, I don't know.
No, this is weird. Now I gotta hold you back. Usually you're the one holding me back.
Oh yeah,
I gotta be like, yeah.
Barbecue. Statue of Liberty. Oh, okay. A Statue of Liberty and an eagle attacking a frozen Ali Khamenei. I don't know.
Yeah, and then Mushtaba is like next to him. The little rat.
Something like that.
And Fleshy Interloper saying roller coaster go down, roller coaster go up. Yeah.
Yes. Today was an update. Today was an update with all the Iraq news and Lebanon news. Today was an update.
Yep. Absolutely.
Hezbollah tunnels being blown up and Islamic Republic proxies being taken out in Iraq. Today was them. Today was definitely an update.
Yeah. I mean, for example, tonight in Iraq, they just had another massive round of arrests tonight. The total number of corrupt members of parliament of Iraq and high-ranking government officials has risen to 67. Not to mention all of the other, lower government officials and others people. So it's a huge crackdown. Yeah, this is great. Fleshy's right. Ups and downs. Justin saying, "Hey, Jew hater, what do you think about all this 5D chess? Still enjoying that victory lap?" Oh, he's so quiet. Yeah, where's Jew hater?
Yeah,
He only popped in
where's
for
your
a few
hater
days.
today? Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
He came in, dropped a couple $100, and then left. And never came back.
Almost $1,000. Almost $1,000.
Really?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
I mean, you gotta donate all of that to the thing that you were talking about helping the Iranian people, and then we'll tell him the next time he comes in. See how he feels.
Thank you, Justin.
Alrighty. So we got through the super chats. We got through pretty much all the major news of today, which was great. We do have some miscellaneous news. So let me pull up this map again. Guys, it was really strange because today in the western part of Iran, like right around here, the Kurdish separatists launched a pretty big, like, not invasion, but operation. So the Kurdish separatists for hours were shooting at IRGC forces. So a Kurdish armed group near Mahabad, and they were trying to take a road. They were trying to take a hill and a mountain. It seems like several IRGC members have been shot and killed. We don't know how many casualties there are on the Kurdish separatist forces so far, but this is them because this comes right after that particular group warned that if the IRGC keeps messing with them, that they will launch a big operation to fight the IRGC. So I think the fighting took place for about, from everything that I gathered, it was about like 3 to 4 hours of gunfire. And yeah, casualties on both sides. So should hear more about this. Actually, it got really intense, Armin. The IRGC came out with artillery, like mortars and stuff. So it was a war zone.
Wow. So whose side is winning? IRGC or Kurdish separatists? I hope they're both winning.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. And guys, this is just a picture from like a previous thing, but this kind of gives you like a image of what's going on in that mountainous, hilly area. These are the kind of places that they fight on. I don't know who won. It seems like there were injuries on both sides. Usually the media in the Islamic Republic comes out and announces when an IRGC got martyred or something. So we should hear about that soon.
Honestly, I wish both sides the best of luck. I hope you take as many of each other as possible. I hope you could somehow manage to lower both of their numbers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the best case scenario for the Iranian people. Just have these guys fight each other. As long as no civilians are being hurt.
Yeah, go nuts, exactly.
And then I have a 30-second clip for you guys of the airlift that the United States has been conducting from June 18th till now. So the last 10 days. Let's take a look. So Down there, I guess our banner's kind of covering, but you can see the days are going up: June 19th, June 20th, 21st, and this is a sped up clock of the last 10 days activity of all the equipment from the US going into Europe, going into the Middle East. And yeah, this is what's been going on. Things are far from being over. They're restocking. This is just the past 10 days. This has been going on for months. So yeah, we have that clip for you guys, and then we have a video from February 28th that has resurfaced. And I mean, these are like massive explosions. Like here, let me down there. Can you take a look real quick? So it looks like this. We can definitely show that, right?
Yeah, we can show that for sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Guys, we have a clip that has resurfaced or surfaced from the February 28th, the 40-day war. And these are some massive, massive explosions. Look at that. This is Esfahan.
But these are from what days?
This is from the 40-day war.
Yeah. And only recently this videos was so these videos were this is a newly released videos from back then.
Yeah. Someone uploaded this video yesterday and people are sharing it.
Crazy.
Yeah, so we have our
the days. Another gas leak. Yeah, this was a very aggressive gas leak. The good old days where gas leaks were more aggressive.
Yeah, well, speaking of gas leaks, in Western Iran, in the city of Kermanshah, we actually do have... Look, guys, every time there is some sort of big gas leak or there's some news, right, that Twitter or X comes and takes down. For example, last night when the strikes on Kuwait and Bahrain were happening, I got all the footage for you guys and I was going to show you. And then as I'm checking, like during the stream, the Persian Gulf Arab countries, they hate footage of these explosions being out there on the internet because it hurts their economy, makes them look less safe. And they come down, they crack down, and they take it all off. So there is a lot of things that just get taken off, and I'm all of a sudden like, dang it. But yes, there was a big gas leak in Kermanshah. So it might have been, the Immortal Guard or someone not happy with the regime because they set a whole factory on fire there. And then we have, you might find this interesting. Saira Senejad has come out with the inflation data for the month of June in the Islamic Republic. Key figures are the average 12-month inflation is 62% in the Islamic Republic of Iran. Monthly inflation in May was 8.8% in just 1 month of May, 8.8%. And now in June, it's 5.9%. If you took this and you put it into the US economy, the US economy would enter a recession like within a few months. This is the Islamic Republic of Iran, however, and the economy is severely beaten up, but the IRGC are the IRGC and they will hold on. It decreased from May to June because they get to sell their oil, some other things, sanctions are wavered to some extent. But yeah, so 12-month point-to-point inflation increased to 88%. So this is the big number. This is the number that means if you just sat in your home for like one year and you didn't invest your money to make extra money, you're going to lose almost 90% of your money's value.
Jesus Christ.
Do you think people are getting 90% raises this year? No. They're not. So yeah, that's what's happening.
Fucking hell.
And additionally, you guys might be wondering what happened after the Islamic Republic struck some ships. So yesterday we knew that 5 ships got through the Strait of Hormuz. That might as well be 0. In fact, the US was secretly escorting ships under the cover of night more during the war and the blockade and everything. So 5 is nothing. The US has realized that this is a really big disaster, and they actually today started using their warships to escort ships through the Strait of Hormuz. Again, just like in Project Freedom. So they might be continuing that in the days ahead. We'll see. But today, the US military has deployed massive amounts of refueling tankers and fighter jets into the Persian Gulf, as well as their warships, to ensure that no ship will be hit and to ensure that the flow of oil continues to drive prices down. Now let's take a look at Brent oil prices here. Okay, so 72.64. That was when the weekend happened. So it's still currently the weekend. Markets open soon, and we'll see if that 72 number, 72.6, jumps up or goes down.
Probably jumps up a bit.
Probably jumps up a bit. And then lastly, you guys are going to get a kick out of this one. Mujtaba Khamenei, or at least what's left of him in his office, has declared a lawsuit on Prince Reza Pahlavi.
What?
Mujtaba Khamenei has urged the judiciary system of the Islamic Republic to pursue war-related crimes. And as a result of that, the judiciary system has launched a full-on lawsuit to Prince Reza Pahlavi, claiming him to have instigated the uprising, which is, oh, wow, you're accusing him of that. I thought it was Zionists. And accusing him of inciting people to take up violence against the Islamic Republic. So yeah, that's happened. And they're also going to crack down on everyone around him and everything like that. So I don't know if someone's going to show up at his doorstep and be like, you've been served, but yeah, it's all a show. It's all a clown show at this point. Yeah.
Oh my god. What a world. Oh my god. I can't. I have no words. I have no words. I'm speechless.
Yeah, the judges were like, "Oh man, we kind of haven't been doing our jobs. Let's start targeting Prince Reza Pahlavi or something."
Oh my god. The people who massacred tens of thousands of Iranian people are suing in court the leader of a revolution of people who are asking for their rights and freedoms.
Yep.
Like, have we had this before? Like the Stalin suit, have dictators sued an uprising against them before, or is this the first time?
I haven't heard of such a thing. But again, we never had a government in waiting, like ready to take over. So
I think they're desperate to act like they're normal, law-abiding, civilized people by filing a lawsuit, like filing this in courts or whatever. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, probably.
Another.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the super chats. Oh yeah, right. So let's just give this one last thing from Benjamin Netanyahu before we read the super chats. Sorry, did you want to say something?
No. I also have something to share that
Okay, awesome.
Texas True posted and Neil Bunny sent to me. So after this, I'll show you that.
Sweet. So Benjamin Netanyahu is saying that what he's alluding to is that he wants to form a broad national government, and he's saying, I will form this. I believe this comes after he potentially wins the election. So if he becomes the prime minister again, he's intending to vastly expand the government's role in a lot of different issues. So here's what it'll be. This government, this new government of Israel, will be established on the basis of clear fundamental principles, which is Israel is a nation state of the Jewish people. Israel will defend itself by its own forces. Israel will ensure for itself economic, energy, and armament independence, and no Palestinian state will arise between the sea and the Jordan. Whoever accepts these principles is invited to join. On paper, this kind of seems like what they already have going on. But for him to broadly expand the national government, I'm not exactly sure what he is referring to, but that is the statement that he made. So, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, you should ask Guy about that. Let's see what he thinks.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna have a show with him soon.
Sweet.
Let's go back here. I wanted to show this because Neil Bunny sent me this. So it says, ladies and gentlemen, I proudly present the new flag of the Islamic Republic. And here, this text says Zorat, which means corn. This actually looks nicer than what they have already. And guys, can I, before we go to the super chats, do we get Mordecai Zipkov here and Agent Anderson? Anybody seen them? Anybody? I'm looking for these two people because I'm misreading their super chats. And no, they're not here. If you're listening to us, Mordecai Zipkov and Agent Anderson, please let us know that you're here in the chat. Thank you so much. All right. So also, oh yeah, let's just do the super chats now.
Okay. So we have Nicholas saying, what about the current president of Syria? What about him? He's trying to govern his own country. He has his hands full, but he was like,
Poorly.
I don't want to get involved in Israel. He's like, I have enough problems of my own. I don't really want to get in there.
Yeah, guys, he can't even stop the Islamic Republic moving supplies through his country to Hezbollah. So we're like, oh yeah, let's ask him to attack Hezbollah. How about you try stopping all the shit that is going through your country to Hezbollah first before you attack Hezbollah? And his name is Al-Shara. Jolani Al-Shara. Has two names.
Jolani. Yep. Former ISIS commander, now president of Syria.
Syria. For now.
For now. Volleyball profile pic says, should say take popcorn. Should say take popcorn. Wait, what was this to? To them losing? To the Islamic Republic national team losing or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's a general response. We should always be like, here, have some popcorn. Yeah. Yeah, here, have some popcorn. Take some popcorn.
Okay. Why not?
And thank you for that super chat. And Casey Pierce, who says, what about a lion and eagle eating corn? Yeah. Ooh. Or maybe like the grill on the grill is like corn and mushtaba and a frozen block of ice with Ali Khamenei in it. Yeah. Do that.
Oh, wait, you can have an American barbecue. You could have an eagle with an apron, American flag apron, cooking at barbecue. And he has a drink. And there's ice in his drink, but the ice is Ali Khamenei. And the corn is mushtaba. The corn that he's cooking with his, with his barbecue is mushtaba, something like that.
And in the background, Adapchi's bringing more like corn over. Bodyboss bringing some wheat over. Yeah, perfect. Oh, yeah, we had that. And Qalibov profile pic also said, you should use the Jolly Green Giant. The Jolly Green Giant. What, like the Fee Fi Fo Fum? Like Jack's Beanstalk Giant?
Jolly Green Giant. Isn't that like bean? Isn't that like a... Oh, I know what that... Okay, that's like corn. That's a corn brand. Here, let me show. This is what he's talking about. Yeah.
Ah. Heck yeah. That's the food that we should be sending to the Islamic Republic. Oh, guys, I have a little bit of a scandal for you.
Ooh.
Jared Kushner has started following Anna Kasparian.
What? What the fuck?
Interesting.
On X?
I believe so. Yeah, let me check. Is this his profile picture on X? Let me see. Jared Kushner. Yep.
Are you
yep,
sure?
On X. Yep, on X.
That is so fucked up.
Yeah. Maybe he's trying to see his opposition. I don't know. Anyway. The Houthis came out today and Okay, I have to show you guys this. What in the world? Guys, this is the Houthis today. Let's take a look at them. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, wait. Where'd it go? Ah, there it is. Let me just show this picture to you guys if I can. Do they have that image here? Wait, why is it showing me this image but not the... What in the world? Okay, let me just save this image real quick. I need you guys to see this. Downloads, there it is. Okay. There it is. Guys, these are the Houthis today.
Is that the Islamic Republic flag?
That is the Islamic Republic flag.
What the fuck?
With the Hezbollah flag and maybe, I don't know what that is. That could be Jordan, it could be Palestine, I don't know. But yeah, these are the Houthis. They came out, all 50 of them.
Are you gonna close the bubble Mendeb with that, or just wave the... So here's what happened. Maybe I don't know. The Islamic Republic is like, guys, please close the bubble Mendeb, please. And the best we could do is wave your flag. That's the money that
we still support you guys.
The money that you're sending us is only good enough for waving some flags. That's all you're gonna get.
Yeah, we're still on your guys' side.
Yeah. Target-rich environment. Exactly, Casey.
Oh, sorry.
No. Casey was saying target-rich environment.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, this one. Next time. Today, Ali. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. I read in the beginning, I kind of read through some of the chats for you guys, but I didn't find anything too GC. I was just kind of filtering for like atomic bomb, nuclear, stuff like that. And majority of them were like, yes, we need it. We need this nuclear bomb. And then the other people were like, wait, like, what do you mean? Like, why didn't you just give up the uranium before we suffered all this defeat? And also, what do you think is going to happen when we use a nuclear bomb? Like, Iran's going to be turned into dust. That's pretty much what's going on there. But yeah, I didn't have time. I didn't have any time yesterday to take a look.
By the way, guys, I don't trust Jared Kushner. Like, even before this whole Anna Kasparian things, I think he's in the same group as Witkoff. What do you guys think? I don't trust Jared Kushner. Do you guys trust him?
Interesting.
I think he's financially motivated to be against our position.
Yeah, he is pretty compromised by Qatar.
Yeah, by all those Arab countries. All right.
Some people also just kind of look evil. I don't know.
Oh, no, I don't buy that.
And Justin here saying the diaspora should file class action against the Islamic Republic. Yeah, I'll actually go type up a document for you guys myself.
So Nilban is saying, Armin, you followed the biggest scumbags on earth. Yeah, but I'm not. I don't give credibility to people because I'm not a big deal. So if I follow people for my job, Jared Kushner doesn't have my job. He gives credibility to the people he follows. But even before this, I was suspicious of Jared Kushner. So if I follow garbage people, it's because I need to see what these garbage people are saying because it's part of my job to cover them. But that's not Jared Kushner's job. And he gives credibility based on his position. He gives credibility to the people he follows.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the difference.
That's well said. Justin also said, make sure all that corn says made in America. We're going to go into the packaging, and on the inside of the packaging, we're going to put made in America with American flags. So every time someone in Iran opens it up, they're reminded, all those regime supporters are reminded where that food came from. In fact, I think for the rest of their lives, every time they eat corn, like corn sales are going to go down. Like people on the side of the street, when they like roast corn and they like sell it out, I don't think they're going to get business anymore after this. It's going to be like hated. It's going to remind them of their failure.
I mean, I think the Iranian people are going to like, hey, America, like the Iranian people who love America, they're going to have corn and be like, American newly arrived American corn. Come get your American corn. That would be funny. With the cheap price of the blood of the supreme leader.
This is crazy. The Al-Zaidi in Iraq, the prime minister, is going as far as to having a special forces raid, like a raid on a farm in X district in X governorate belonging to the member of parliament, I can't speak, Baha al-Nuri, and a raid on his brother's house in the same area. Man, they're finding them wherever. If they want to go to their countryside farmhouse, they're going to find them there. Oof. Get them all. Every one of these politicians that's taken out makes it easier for the Popular Mobilization Front in Iraq, which is one of the teeth of the Islamic Republic, to be exposed more and for them to get less and less leverage inside of Iraq. They get less leverage, less relevance, less control over the country Iraq. That's great. The next time they want to come into Iran to kill Iranian people, they're going to have to think twice about what's happening back home. Alrighty. That is everything for today.
But before we go, don't forget that where is this? Grease Monkey is going to go live soon. And I'm going to put the link to his channel in the chat. So make sure you check that out because he's going to go live pretty soon. Oh, look at this, guys. He's at 200 subscribers. He's going to be talking about American politics. Yes. So remember, guys, Grease Monkey is part of Liberty Politics, and his focus was going to be more on America's politics. And I think he's going to go. He should be scheduling it ahead of time so people could see when it's going to go live, even before he goes live. But I know he's going to go live soon. And we're trying to get him to 1,000 subscribers. So make sure you go check it out so he could monetize his channel. We're already close 1/5 there. So we're 20% there. So yeah, we're gonna get there soon.
We're growing Armin's army. Liberty Politics is growing, which
yes.
you know what that means. If you guys like today's show, we will be here the same time tomorrow. We're here every single day. We give you all of the news that's happened in the Middle East over the last 24 hours. We link it all to the events in Iran, and then we analyze it for you. So please drop a subscribe on both of our channels if you can. Just go in between real quick. And yes, we will see you guys tomorrow.
Yes. Also, guys, make sure we get Ali to 2,000, and we're going to post a link to Ali's channel as well. So, guys, me and Ali focus on Iran. Grease Monkey is going to focus on United States. Guy, once he's moved and everything is ready, he's going to be focusing on Israel. And Nell Bunny, right? Nell Bunny is going to join us, and she's going to be focusing on the UK. So that's going to be the entire team. Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, guys. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, guys, and also somebody saying, Neil Bunny, you want Neil Bunny to talk about US? Don't worry. Like, that's our, we're going to, like, just like Ali and I, we talked about Iraq today and Lebanon, even though we're mostly focusing on Iran. Neil Bunny could talk about, United States or whatever. And also Grease Monkey is probably going to talk about Iran a lot. He's going to talk about Latin America sometimes, but his focus is US. All right, guys. We'll see you same time tomorrow. So make sure you subscribe, but don't just subscribe. Also hit the bell notification so that when we go live, you'll see it. And also please hunt down Mordecai, Zipkov, and Agent Anderson for me. If you see them anywhere, please tell them that I'm looking for them. I have their super chats and I need to read them. Okay. I'm not going to be able to every night that I'm sleeping. I'm going to be holding my pillow. I'm going to be like thinking about Agent Anderson. Like, oh no, I haven't read the super chat. I'm not going to be able to fall asleep. I feel guilty. I feel ashamed. And Mordecai Zipkov, I'm going to be looking like going to be seeing those super chats in my mind all the time until I get it off my chest and I read them. I'm going to see that. Yeah, I owe them. I owe Agent Anderson $2 and Mordecai, I owe him $5. And until I repay this, I'm gonna have a guilty conscience. So hopefully I'll find them. Okay. Yeah. Oh,
look how kind he is.
Armin is Neo looking for Agent Anderson in the Matrix. Yeah. True. All right. Okay, guys. We're gonna see. Yeah, go to sleep. Okay, I will. All right, guys. See you same time tomorrow. And until then, I'm Israel Chai.
I'm Israel Chai. Slava Ukraine.
Slava Ukraine. Cuba Libre.
Cuba Libre. Long live America.
Javicha. Payende. Iran.
Iran.
See you guys.